Hey, I'm Brian from BMA Comics Con, and this is your weekly video where we take a look at the comics coming out every Wednesday. And today, we're going to look at the comics coming out next Wednesday, May 15th. A War of Realms tie-in. At the behest of All-Mother Freyja, 4 men must rise to monstrous heights and infiltrate the most savage territory of New Jotunheim, Florida. A League of Realms has been created to win the War of Realms, and this league will be led by Spider-Man. Captain Marvel leads a team of heavy hitters, including Weapon H, Captain Britain, Venom, and Deadpool, along with spies, the Winter Soldier, and the Black Widow. Although they are outnumbered, can they push back Malekith's allies? Detective Magdalia Torres investigates a vicious strangling on the Boston subway car with no feasible leads. As potential evidence produces dead ends, there may be a supernatural connection to the crime. As part of Marvel's 80th anniversary, they are reprinting a collection of Iron Man books, including his first appearance, Tales of Suspense number 39, and the first appearances of Happy Hogan and Pepper Potts, Tales of Suspense number 45. Lando Calrissian, the Baron Administrator of Cloud City, is living a life of leisure. All he needs to do is take care of his money troubles, with one last big scam. Joe Golem is dead, or is he? Simon Church is fading fast in the city above, and Molly is held captive by gasmen below, but something stirs in the tunnels. A tragic mistake in Richard's past left an innocent child dead, and it's a devastating trauma from which he's never recovered. Determined to not let it happen again, he risks everything, including his undercover status, on a mission to rescue a drug-addicted young man in way over his head from a white nationalist narcotics trade. Will Batman abandoning the Justice League be what they need to save them from the 6th dimension? What will happen to Superman as a result? The drama of the House of L tears the galaxy in half as Superman and his son are forced to confront his father about the secrets of Krypton in front of the gathered heads of the galaxy. Will father and son work together or tear each other apart? In the quest to get Bruce Wayne to hang up the cape and cowl, has Thomas Wayne gone too far, or is this just tough love? Does Detective Alphonse Sapienza have what it takes to lead Nightwings when their lives are endangered as never before? The team is up against its greatest test yet. On the cusp of recovering his lost memories, Aquaman must overcome one final obstacle, a terrifying journey into the heart of darkness itself, the lair of the mysterious Mother Shark. This is the epilogue to the Teen Titans Deathstroke crossover story, the Terminus Agenda. It's time for Damian and the rest of the Teen Titans to take stock of what they've done, but the team barely has time to process before a new threat emerges in the form of Crush's absentee father, Lobo. This is it. All secrets are revealed. Who is Naomi? Where did she come from? What can she do? What does it mean for the rest of the DC universe? Let's see what Bendis has been leading to. Jessica's willing to work with Z. Installing solar panels on the school roofs is a big project. But what happens if there's a cloud so big there's no sunshine at all? 13 awakens to find herself in the Sunken Lands, and the child messiah she's meant to take to High Level has been kidnapped. Now 13 must track Minnow through the most dangerous place on Earth, Pleasure Island. Lucifer is in doubt. The gods of the Egyptian underworld consider whether to give the devil the sanctuary he seeks, or whether to devour his heart. Pearl Tanaka is on a journey from San Francisco to discover her family's true roots and their connection to the Yakuza clan they serve her whole life. Pearl visits a seldom seen side of Tokyo. Can Scooby and the gang rescue Flash's rogues from the ghost of that sinister spinner, the Top? And if they do, can they also rescue themselves from the rogues? Ruh-roh. It's the last stand at the Black Bifrost. Pray to the All-Mother Freyja, for in her hands lies the key to ending Malekith's war. It's the last stand at the Black Bifrost, and it must fall. Bruce Banner is trapped inside Shadow Base Site A. powerless and hunted by their top assassin. He can't run forever. He can't change form. He can't survive without the immortal Hulk. But it's not the one we think. Miles Morales has gone missing. Who better to search for him than someone he's never actually gotten along with well, right? Riri and Miles find themselves caught in an unexpected trap and will have to work together if they're going to make it out in one piece. Accused of murder, Daredevil has been on the run trying to prove his innocence, but even he can't outrun judgment forever. This is the final issue in the new Daredevil story arc. See how and if he proves his innocence. The Hunted story arc is drawing to an end, and the villains have all sided with Vulture, and Kraven is after Spider-Man. In this, the last issue of the 5-issue miniseries. As the field of play shifts underneath Black Widow's feet, the true enemy is revealed, lines are crossed, and there's no turning back. Hela's dreams of resurrecting Thanos are finally within reach. But what will the Guardians have to sacrifice in order to prevent that? The Guardians' good deeds across the wastelands are starting to gain them a following, which isn't as good as it sounds, as Gladiator and his advanced team from the Universal Church of Truth close in. But it'll all be for nothing if Quill can't escape from the Madrox gang. The Spider-Man life story continues, and it's the 1980s. Peter's life is upended with wars both global and secret, and death stalks him at every turn. With a family and a world to protect, can he save everyone before it's too late? It's Queen Trios versus Princess Leia at last. Can Luke Skywalker hold out against the attack of overwhelming force from his own allies? The TIE Fighter pilots of Shadow Wing come under attack from what appears to be their fellow Imperials. It seems to be betrayal amongst the ranks. Has the influence of the rebellion stretched further than anticipated? Or is there something more sinister at work? The new Black King of the Hellfire Club makes a move. Is the world beginning to crumble, or are the X-Men going mad? The protectors of the perfect planet of peace find themselves pushed to the edge. The age of X-Men is coming apart at the seams. The students are working on multiple fronts, but they need to put the pieces together before someone finds out. New allies emerge from the shadows as Kick-Ass hunts the drug suppliers soiling her neighborhood. The Russians are cooking up meth in Albuquerque, and Patience is going to tear down their labs one by one. Stell must decide whether to live her final days in a gilded cage or sink back into the black waters of despair in search for one final hope. Face to face with the faceless man of Oblivion. What are they? What do they want? Where do they come from? Too bad these questions will not be answered in this issue. Father Burke's hunt for the Laughing Man Killer goes from the old Wild West to a steampunk version of Gideon Falls. Chicago's in danger, and Willa finds herself trapped and unable to help save her home. Can Willa figure out how to get there in time? When a fair man is declared dead after a mishap with a dragon, his widow hires Jenner Falls, the land's only fair lady, to prove otherwise. Axe leaves Elder's hope to destroy Northern Guard, and Little Bird is left behind to take out a small team of enemy soldiers when she stumbles upon a family secret that changes everything. As Seattle faces a deadly alien epidemic, the Earth Security Agency has its human agents covertly tracking down the source of the outbreak. Shredder's forced to face echoes of his own soul. With lives on the line, who will survive the raging inferno? A friendship is finished, the world is in peril, and Goldfinger wants diamonds. Delving into Kate's past, we discover what brought the monster hunter to the West Coast and the painful destruction of a relationship. In her quest to face her fears, Mel has stumbled into the most frightening place of all, the land of lost things. In this pocket dimension, time moves faster than in the real world, and dinosaurs still rule supreme. The Badges continue to unravel the mysterious history of the program, learning the secret history of their parents. Mal and Zoe relive the worst day of the war as they delve deeper into their past and debate on an awful truth. Are they war criminals? Betty Page has saved the world a few times now, and has earned some time off. So her boss books her a nice little vacation in Scotland, at a quiet little fishing town on the banks of Loch Ness. What could go wrong? The legendary model comes face to face with another kind of legend. Jay thought his life was pretty normal, until he died. Now, with a little help of a mysterious girl named Mania, Jay is tracking down the members of KISS at the behest of the Demon King. Commander Adam's worst fears have been realized. Galactica has surrendered to a superior power. Now, Captain Apollo's cleverness is all that stands between humanity and its final annihilation. Xena and Gabrielle find themselves amidst a deadly quarrel between the god of strife and the god of discord. The only way to save a village of innocents is for Xena to agree to lead an army against the incoming Roman legion. As the captains try to figure out how to beat Q at his own game, the godlike being offers a dangerous new challenge, drawing the extra-dimensional prophets out of their wormhole to join the competition. The stakes have never been higher in the biggest Star Trek crossover ever. There you have it, a look at the comics coming out next week. Subscribe to be notified next week when we have another video that comes out letting you know the comics coming out for the following week. Also, on Monday we have a new series coming out, Marvel vs. DC. Last week we had Captain Marvel vs. Shazam. This week coming up we have Black Panther vs. Aquaman, so make sure to subscribe to see that. Also, just subscribe if you like comic book content. Thanks for watching this video. I appreciate you spending your time with me. I hope you have a great rest of your day. As always, please let me know what comics you're looking forward to in the comments below. Thanks again for watching. Until next time, Brian out.